I can tell for a fact that everybody has missed my voice because it's just been Gabby's voice and Madichi's voice. You guys have been hearing.
Maybe nobody said they missed your voice. Really?
Yes, I'm back. Happy New Year. I'm saying Happy New Year because this year it has just been Gabby and Madichi all the way back to back. But it feels good to be back. How you guys doing? Welcome to the show. It's Fuse Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. Sup, Daddy, in the building, ABA Kens with Madichi.
Everybody's so hyped this morning. I don't understand what's happening.
Because I'm happy about what we're about to discuss. We're going to be talking about celibacy. You guys want to find out what we will be saying? Don't move a muscle. We'll be right back after the short break. Stay with us.
Everyone deserves luxury. But luxury means different things to everyone. Luxury can mean appreciating the scenery of nature and stepping out to bask in the warmth of sunlight. Sometimes, luxury is savoring the satisfying and huggy taste of Amstel Malta Ultra. Other times, luxury is having enough selfie moments with your bestie. But in the end, real luxury is choosing your way to live. Amstel Malta Ultra. Choose your way to live.
Fuse Unbothered.
The dictionary meaning of celibacy is literally abstaining from intercourse. All right. And celibacy seems to be something that this generation do not have in their own personal dictionary. Once you just start a relationship, celibacy is in the gutters.
I feel like everybody has a different meaning of celibacy. If you ask me, I mean, what does celibacy mean to you?
Staying away from sexual intercourse.
Married or unmarried?
Celibacy is a thing with unmarried people.
Unmarried people.
People that are married, you will not literally call it celibacy. You will just say that, for now, we're just, staying away.
So this is actually very tricky because, when it comes to sex, there are a lot of things that have to do with sex. We have the kissing part, we have the cuddling, we have the smooshing, we have the oral sex.
You seem to be very
I know you are more knowledgeable than me about this, but Amy, stop it. So what exactly is celibacy now? Is it abstaining from sex, like sexual intercourse between two people, or no kissing in a relationship, no calling in a relationship, no smooshing in a relationship? Is that really a relationship? Just ask.
Wow, interesting. I like that. So here's the thing. Today we're going to be discussing about the advantages, the disadvantages, the pressure, and the perception of celibacy. I want to start with the disadvantages of celibacy.
Are you celibate though?
I am.
No, because before you start talking about celibacy, we need to know, are you celibate?
Yes, I am.
Maybe we can't prove that.
How do we know?
Because you can't just tell us be celibate. Are you celibate?
Oh my God, what happened to virgin? Okay, so here's the thing, I feel like there's a lot of disadvantage when it comes to being celibate because then you begin to obviously see faults in everything.
If you can't be celibate,
you become edgy.
Okay.
Especially and it has more disadvantages when you've started having intercourse.
Sex, yeah.
Then you now decide all of a sudden let's just hold on. You get me? Like
I feel like those people who actually decide that should actually leave the relationship. If you say you want to be celibate, then maybe you should just back up because
that's okay. You're saying if you have started, yeah?
Yes, if you started with a partner, you guys have started having sex for a couple of times. Like you guys have been having sex and you just decide one day, okay, you know what? It's over. I feel like you should give that relationship a break because there is no how temptation would not ride in. It's not possible. It's possible, but it's going to be very difficult.
So let me just state a few disadvantages. Yeah, the first thing is that there might be distrust, especially if one party is the one that is actually faithful with the celibacy.
Yeah,
thing. You begin to suspect the other partner. It just brings up a lot of suspicion. Like, are you sure you're not getting somebody outside? You better tell me now. You get me?
But that's why it's an agreement now. It's a mutual agreement.
Okay, so that's one. It breeds distrust. Then secondly, you begin to prefer other solutions to satisfy your needs, and this might lead to addiction with
pornography.
Well, satisfying yourself. Get me? I don't.
Oh, masturbation. Oh, say it now. I don't understand. We're all adults, please.
Okay. So those are the major disadvantages that I can say can crop up from being celibate. But if it is what you want to do, by all means. What do you think? Are you going with advantages?
I feel like I'm in between.
In between doesn't sound right though.
I feel like in between, and I don't want to be biased because I'm already married, right? So I don't know how to now tell you, oh, don't be celibate when you not ask me, okay, were you celebrate when you're dating?
I was about to ask you, but let me just leave that question.
Those are questions of air. Anyways, like the Bible says, keep yourself until you're married. I mean, like it is. I mean, that's what we live by. We live by the word of God. If you're a Christian, you should know that. Being celibate. But I'm not gonna lie, it's quite difficult, especially when you have a certain kind of relationship with your partner. I mean, most times it's usually one party who says, okay, I want to be celibate. The other party is like, I don't think so, and it breeds like what's it called? Cheating, like you said, distrust, and all of that. So I feel like it just has to be with understanding. I feel like people who actually have this thing called celibacy are people who are actually long distance relationship, because if you're seeing your partner every day, it's a
no-brainer when there's long distance.
I didn't say it's not possible. It's difficult. It's difficult, but it's easier for people with people in long distance relationships. Yeah, that's what I feel.
Everyone deserves luxury, but luxury means different things to everyone. Luxury can mean appreciating the scenery of nature and stepping out to bask in the warmth of sunlight. Sometimes, luxury is savoring the satisfying and huggy taste of Amstel Malta Ultra. Other times, luxury is having enough selfie moments with your bestie. But in the end, real luxury is choosing your way to live. Amstel Malta Ultra. Choose your way to live.
Views unpotted.
Okay, so now let's talk about the perception with the gender that decides or brings up the topic of celibacy. So if a babe, I mean, people in relation, like guy and girl, all right, are in a relationship, and the babe brings up the matter of, oh, I think we should actually go on a long break. Let's celebrate for a babe for the longest. And the baby is the one that brings it up. I feel like the guy might be just accepted, like, okay, I understand. Probably we're going too fast.
Yeah.
We're just on a road without speed bumps and stuff like that. It's okay, all right. I feel like the general perception won't be suspicious when it's a lady. But once it's a guy that says, baby girl, I know we've been going on a rocky ride back and forth. I've been giving you back to back, like some hit tracks. But I feel like we should press pause. You get me? When is the guy that brings up the topic of the celibacy? Why does it feel different? Why is there always suspicion around it?
Because it's obvious the guys love sex more than the ladies.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes, which is why a lot of people get into relationship. A lot of men get into relationship for sex.
Wow.
Yes.
It means I'm in the dark.
So if you are dating me and you wake up one morning and say, okay, you know what? Let's abstain from sex. I'm going to ask you questions. Okay, why do you think so? Why did you decide all of a sudden to abstain from sex? If you don't give me genuine reasons, then I'm sorry, I don't think I'm going to believe you, because you're probably getting it from someone else outside. Okay,
so I mean, one of the reasons why I'm asking this question is because recently, in the country, an entertainer was called out by his ex for deciding or for not touching his babe for 5 years. So the next question is, what we're going to discuss is, how long is too long for celibacy, especially when you started or when you're in a relationship and it's getting too long. Like, what's going on here? When should we now begin to suspect that? So this guy apparently did not touch his babe for 5 years.
Were they in the same city?
I don't know.
No, we need to find out, because 5 years is a long time, man. It's a long time.
The funny thing is, within that 5 years, they would have been together a couple of times, for long period of time. To get me, maybe she comes around, even if they were staying in different cities, and she comes around within that 5 years. At least they'll spend a month together or 2 months, and that 2 months, I'm not touching my babe because we're deciding to be celibate. Now I'm asking, how long is too long for celibate?
Why would you even be with someone for 5 years and there's no ring on it? You guys have not gone to meet families. I feel like 5 years is too long to still be in a relationship.
No, now you can't.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
What if they have career
there should be
goals?
some level of commitment.
What if their career goals and
5 years?
Yeah,
5 years is a long time. Let us achieve the career in the marriage.
Nice. Marriage is beginning to sound like a
no, but it's true now. You've not met my family in these 5 years. You've not put a ring on it in these 5 years. I mean, it's a long time. If you ask me, it's a really long time.
Okay, this is one of the things that we want you guys to respond to on our YouTube page. But we'll be right back after the short break. How long is too long to be celebrated? 5 years? 5 years is actually a long time. don't move on. So we'll be right back, guys.
Everyone deserves luxury. But luxury means different things to everyone. Luxury can mean appreciating the scenery of nature and stepping out to bask in the warmth of sunlight. Sometimes, luxury is savoring the satisfying and huggy taste of Amstel Malta Ultra. Other times, luxury is having enough selfie moments with your bestie. But in the end, real luxury is choosing your way to live. Amstel Malta Ultra. Choose your way to live.
Views unpotted.
The reasons behind celibacy is endless. All right. Some people might say because they feel like the relationship is just thriving on sexual bond. Some people might say because we've abused, all right, the privilege of intercourse. Some people might say because of purity, and some people might say religious beliefs. At some point you just want to get serious, and I feel like one reason that I know, I mean, I know a friend that probably was in a relationship for like 3 years. I don't know, but I mean, if I'm to count off my head, like the period I knew that it was with this babe, it's going to be about two years plus. And he told me that, I mean, at some point he just decided that they had to stop this, that the relationship was literally just thriving on intercourse. Like it was just like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come around, and they just get down, and she gets back to work, and so it was just like that was there was no spice apart from the intercourse. So they wanted to spice up their relationship and do other things to make them enjoy themselves in other intimate ways, and that was the reason for their celibacy. What other reasons do you think that people can be celibate for?
Some women will give you the excuse of, oh, I don't want to be with this guy and be celibate, and when we eventually get married, I discover that he's impotent.
Oh,
I saw a tweet
like you want to buy a car.
Exactly. I was going to say that. Somebody put it to saying that, how are you going to buy a car and not test it? Like, even if you go to Suya, if you want to go to buy Suya, for instance, you even though the malam, let me taste, right? Yeah. So that's it. Like I said, it all boils down to understanding. You need to understand your partner. These are the things you're supposed to have. You're supposed to have a conversation about it. Like, okay, should we not? What are your values? What are your beliefs? Because not in the middle of a relationship, you now wake up one morning and say, okay, you know what, we're done, without giving like genuine reasons, like I said. So it all boils down to understanding. But some people actually take advantage of that fact. Okay, you said that, okay, I want to be celibate. Next minute you'll be with someone else. Okay. There's that as well. Yeah. So there should be a balance basically.
Now, this is to wrap it all up, all right? Now, how do you maintain celibacy when you've now decided with your partner that, okay, let's be celibate?
Stay away from each other.
No, you guys say stay away from each other now.
Like, what else do you want to maintain celibacy?
I feel like one major way is to not sleep over. Okay. Avoid sleepovers, all right? Avoid seeing each other naked.
Maybe does this celibacy include kissing, smooshing?
No, that's the problem.
Fingering.
Right? Because all these things like get into that level. Because by the time you begin to have like, physical touch and a little bit of, intimacy, it might get to like, you guys might
the urge for sex will definitely be there.
But if you want to be celibate and you want to maintain celibacy, I'll just give you two things that would help you to maintain that celibacy. First off, try and avoid seeing each other naked. Secondly, avoid sleepovers. And I mean, avoid getting drunk.
But there's phone sex now. Have you not heard?
Ooh. But you know what, guys?
If we're going to talk about it, we should talk about it.
We're going to do a full episode later on this issue. But guys, do not forget to join our YouTube page. It is The Fuse on YouTube. Fuse on YouTube, The Fuse, THEFUZE. On Instagram, it is Fuse Local, FUZELOCAL on Instagram. Hey guys, this is a new year, and I'm telling you right now, link of which your own boy on Instagram at AB_AKYNZ. Holla.
All right, guys, you can join the conversation like AB said on YouTube, Instagram. Follow us on all social media platforms. You can follow me as well at _Madichi. Until next time, stay fused.
Holla.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.